Welcome. One of Ukraine's declared goals is to push back Russia in the Kherson region, but some analysts question whether Moscow is undertaking a deception operation. The counteroffensive by Ukrainian troops in the Kherson region, in the south of the country, has so far proved laborious. Entrenched on the right bank of the Dnieper River, Russian forces have put up fierce resistance for the past 2 months, despite Kiev's artillery strikes and the regular capture of districts by the Ukrainian vanguard. But the Ukrainians could still seize the regional capital, which was conquered on March 2 by the Russian army before being annexed by Moscow on September 30, and this would mark another setback for Vladimir Putin. According to various accounts published on social media, Russian forces have begun their withdrawal from the Kherson pocket. The offices of the regional administration, occupied by the Russians since the beginning of the war, have been abandoned, as have several checkpoints located in the northern suburbs of the city, which is the only capital of an oblast, administrative division, conquered since February 24. Russian soldiers are also said to have destroyed most of the civilian boats used to cross the river, as well as the telecommunications infrastructure, giving the impression they were preparing to leave. On November 11 the Ukrainian army entered Kherson, which had been under Russian occupation since the beginning of March. Thousands of people celebrated this event in the main square, dancing and thanking the military. They tore down billboards with the inscriptions, "Russia is here forever," with the yellow-blue flag all over the city. Today is the 262nd day of the war that Russia unleashed in Ukraine. On February 24, President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky called November 11 a historic day and promised that Ukraine will defend all its people. With the advance of the Ukrainian army to Kherson, the entire Nikolaev region was liberated, except for part of the Kinbun Peninsula. The water conduit through which drinking water reaches Nikolaev came under the control of the Ukrainian army, and restoration work will begin after clearing the surrounding area. The Ukrainian military liberated about 3,000 square kilometers in the south of their country in one day. Ukraine has increased the area of liberated territories tenfold, the official representative of the Russian Defense Ministry, Igor Konashenkov, said at a briefing that during the retreat from Kherson to the left bank of the Dnieper more than 30,000 Russian soldiers, about 5,000 pieces of weapons and military equipment, and various properties were withdrawn. The statement says that not a single piece of equipment or weaponry was left for the enemy. But this is still difficult to confirm. Also, presumably, several thousand Russian military personnel have changed into civilian clothes and remain on the right bank. Most likely they are trying to retreat as the Ukrainian military advances, but there is also the possibility that some Russians intend to conduct guerrilla operations in small groups, writes AFU.